Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2023 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of September, and this reading is for the earth sign of Capricorn. I hope everyone's well. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here, for watching these videos, liking, sharing, subscribing, especially hitting that like button. It really does help. Those of you who comment, who reach out for personal readings, those of you who refer and recommend me to others, my gratitude and appreciation. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Capricorn, if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn, this is your video. Of course, it's a general reading, so it may resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, watch those videos as well for any additional insight they might provide. If you find that something really does grab you, it really does resonate with you, and you'd like to reach out and take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that info by clicking the title or the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day with all the pertinent information. I offer a pretty wide variety of reading choices in all areas of life, of all different types and lengths and budgets. There's something in there for everyone, so if you're interested, please email me. I would love to hear from you. And I do readings full time. It is quite literally all I do. So scheduling of personal readings is done in a pretty timely fashion as well. So message me if you'd like. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what the last half of September looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin with a pretty important crossroads, judgment, a decision, a choice needs to be made, and it's a pretty significant one. It might be a second chance as well. Now, the outcome of judgment is typically long-lasting, or if not permanent or final, so choose carefully. And again, sometimes judgment is the second chance card. You know, you're being called to something, called to be accountable, called to answer for something, called to explain for something, called to make a choice. And it's your choice, free will, free agency. But it really has a significant impact and a decider on your life path moving forward, at least within whatever the situation is. With judgment, we have the Knight of Swords, our very decisive knight. Now, knights represent offers and opportunities for change. This is the knight of air, of intellect. So there's a lot of conversation with this as well. Being open, being honest, being direct, being decisive about it. So having conversations, this is like an important conversation. This is important, a very important, profound choice you could be potentially making here. To go down one path or go down another path. Next, we have the Three of Wands, feeling hopeful, positive, optimistic about the future, starting to see some of your efforts paying off and feeling better and more positive about the future. We can see the ship coming in. This person, this card has a sense of waiting, of anticipation, but a hopeful anticipation. Looks like the results of the conversation may be going well for some of you. With the Ten of Swords. Okay, so obviously there was something that happened in the past, betrayal of some kind, a bitter disappointment, feeling stabbed in the back or thrown under the bus, or something happened to make you feel very difficult, something difficult happened to make you feel very bad, or it could be something you did to another person too. The Ten of Swords can represent surrendering to a painful ending, again, feeling really, I mean, the stereotypical definition of this card is feeling stabbed in the back, right? Really let down. But it's paired with a card that represents being hopeful about the future. So again, it feels like a conversation, apologies, kind of trying to see if you can move forward. This is probably about or with another person. Next, we have the Six of Swords, which is a card of healing. I like to see this, especially after this. You know, it feels like this is a nice progressive energy here. The Six of Swords is healing, and healing isn't always easy, you know, especially the early days of healing. You have good days, you have bad days, but the worst is behind you with this card. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're headed in the right direction. It is a transitional card. It's a process. And with the Six of Swords, we have the Moon. Things are not entirely clear yet, and that's understandable. There maybe still be some hidden fears underneath there. That's probably part of that initial healing too. It's like, I feel okay. It's like, seems like it's getting better. I don't really know any more than that. But again, that's understandable. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last half of September is the Queen of Coins. This is you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Can be another Earth sign too, but it's likely you for many of you. So solid, stable, reliable, sitting in that capable, practical, resourceful energy you have. Let's clarify. Queen of Coins. Strength and the Five of Wands, literally facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and maybe looking at the part that you've had to play in this as well, right? Which can be difficult. I mean, it takes true strength, courage, wisdom, and humility to do that, but those are also qualities and character traits that you gain more of by going through this. And the Five of Wands is conflict, internal conflict, external conflict, conflict within yourself, conflict with other people. It feels very much like a trying to work it out kind of energy. Let's take a look at Judgment and the Knight of Swords. The Hermit and the Ace of Swords. This is somebody who's, I mean, the Hermit, taking a leaf out of the Hermit's book, meaning the Hermit uses the wisdom, knowledge, and experience of the life he's walked so far, which is considerable, to learn lessons, to gain insight, to help guide him moving forward. It's learning, it's taking those lessons and moving forward, which makes you a wiser and wiser individual. We have the Ace of Swords, which is truth, knowledge, epiphany, the light bulb going off over the head. It feels very much like somebody, and maybe two people, because I feel like there's two people involved. There's two people involved here, right? There's a relationship of some kind, and it feels like somebody's has been given kind of a download from spirit of insight into the situation, insight into the other side, insight into themselves, and they're using that as a way to guide, to make the best decision possible moving forward. If it's a relationship, this is likely either to continue together or to not continue together. What can I do on this path to rectify the situation or accept the other person as well? Five of Swords with the Knight of Swords. And there's aspects of this conversation which might be difficult because it's very direct, it's very open, it's very honest. You're going to have to be very open and honest. The Five of Swords represents a hard-won victory, and you may have to cut people, places, situations out of your life in moving forward if you want this thing to work. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands. Temperance. This is balance. This is also a card of healing. It's a card of balance and temperance. After something quite difficult happened, let's take a look at that Ten of Swords. Oof. Justice in the reverse. So whatever happened was wrong. I mean, justice in the upright is honor, morals, ethics, transparency, doing the right thing, reap what you sow. In the reverse, it's, it's something not being right. It's the scales of justice being broken. So, I mean, this is a tough one. It feels like it could be the other person too for a smaller portion. I read primarily for energy coming in towards the sign. So for many of you, it's you having felt like you were really betrayed. Something was really wrong within some kind of relationship or partnership or situation of some kind. Doesn't have to be romantic. There's nothing coming out about that quite yet. It could be a job work situation. You felt let down. You felt like somebody pulled a rug right out from underneath you, or you were outright betrayed, and it was wrong. It was a wrong. I feel like the other side is seeing this though. Let's take a look at Six of Swords and the Moon. Oh, now I like to see that. We have the Ace of Wands, which is a brand new beginning, and we have the Ten of Wands again. The Ten of Swords again, but it's in the reverse. So this is moving on from that, because tens do represent a cycle ending in the tarot. It's moving on from that and moving moving on to a new path, a brand new beginning. So whatever option or opportunity you had to go down a different path, it looks like you did. And, you know, here in this Ten of Swords, a new day is dawning. It's time to get up and move on. Seven of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. It clarifies the moon. Things aren't completely clear yet, but overall it feels like you're moving in the right direction. If this is the healing of some kind of relationship, it's slow, but it's progressing. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles is looking at what you have invested in something and asking yourself, do we have enough invested to move forward on a new path? Do I have enough invested in this to move forward on a new path? Or is the decision that I'm making to move forward on a new path completely away from the source of whatever that Ten of Swords was? So, and that's pretty much the gist of this whole reading. I don't know what the Ten of Swords was about. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a work job situation. You know, anything really. But whatever happened was not right. And there is opportunity for healing here. Whether you choose to do a healing path solo or try and work it out with the source of whatever the pain was, that is your choice. But the opportunity for healing in either situation remains fundamentally true. So let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Oh. Seven of Swords in the reverse. In the upright, this is a card of behind closed doors. In the reverse, as advice, it's quite bluntly and plainly to be honest, to be completely clear, to be completely open, honest, and transparent, hiding nothing in whatever it is the choice and decision you make is. Now, Judgment is often called the second chance card. So if that's true for you here, Capricorn, it's Spirit's advice that you take this second chance. The Chariot is success on a difficult path, meaning that success comes through perseverance, determination, and willpower, not giving up. The World, you can bring this thing to a conclusion and move on to something new. Again, whether it's working it out with the source of the pain, the other person, or whatever the situation is, or going solo, there's still healing fundamentally here moving forward. All right, Capricorn, those are your messages for the last half of September 2023. I hope you found them helpful, useful, gave you some food for thought. Again, if this resonated with you, if you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style and are interested in a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description link, the description or the title of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the October general readings. Stay safe and well until then, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.